All right, music fans and fans of the truth, welcome. Harmless Dave here, talking about real tragedy again. Not looking for this one. This one found me once again, and doing it in real time for a few real truth seekers out there, just like you and me. All right. So, again, One Life to Live actress dies suddenly. Amanda Davies was 42 years old. Her mother seems to be the topic of this article, though, because Davies was the daughter of One Life to Live star Erica Slezak, and portrayed the younger version of her mother on this soap. All right. The soap opera world is mourning once again the death of 42-year-old, 42. I'm just going to let that kind of hang out there. 42. And I guess 42 is the new 72. All right. Her name, again, in case you want to know, is Amanda Davies. All right. That's her name. She is the daughter of Erica Slezak. Slezak portrayed Victoria Vicky Lord for almost all of One Life to Live's 45 season run. Now, there's a lot more to talk about with regards to the mother. So the article is going to focus on the mother's career. She spent the entire time on One Life to Live, 45 seasons from 1971 to 2012. Davies portrayed a younger version of her mother in flashback scenes in 2003. Now, here we go. Details surrounding Davies' death are unknown, with the website stating, "It is with great sadness that I share the news of the passing of Erica's daughter, Amanda Elizabeth Davies, who died very suddenly." Very suddenly. Doesn't say just suddenly. It died very suddenly. The family is heartbroken and would appreciate privacy at this time. All right. Privacy. Well, that means don't go snooping around looking for why this person died at age 42, Amanda Davies. There's nothing really to see here. According to Entertainment Tonight, acting ran in Davies' blood. Her father, Brian Davies, appeared in The Age of Innocence, Convoy, American Gigolo, yada, yada. Not much information on Davies is known. That's kind of the whole theme here. She also appeared on the documentary series Soapography in 2004, which centered on the lives of soap opera stars. Her life is very private. Okay. So this is setting the reader up right here for, oh, she's just a very private person. And you know what? I was thinking it was kind of weird that a 42-year-old woman would just die very suddenly. This is what they say here. She died very suddenly. But I'm not going to worry about that now because it says that she lived a very, very private life. Not much else is known about her or what she did for a career outside of her brief period of acting. And it goes back to her mother. As for Slezak, I'm probably saying it wrong, the 77-year-old Emmy winner focused mostly on One Life to Live during the soap's run. She most recently guest starred on The Resident and Blue Bloods and appeared in the 2021 Christmas TV film Next Stop Christmas. She has one other child with her husband, Brian. His name is Michael, who is the eldest of the two. So Michael is older than the 42-year-old who just died suddenly. Davies, meanwhile, hasn't done much in the 2000s, but kept pretty busy during the few decades prior, appearing on Law and Order, All My Children, As the World Turns, Wonder Woman, and even a 1983 episode of One Life to Live, which came after the two had gotten married. All right. And they're talking about Brian Davies right there. They're not talking about Amanda, who died. This entire article is mostly about everybody except Amanda Davies. All right. She's the one who died. Now, here's the last sentence of this article. It's unknown if more details will be released surrounding Davies' cause of death. But whether it's ever released or not, they're setting you up again. You're never going to know here. Our condolences are with her entire family, including Erica Slezak and Brian Davies. Okay, of course. It's kind of a Captain Obvious thing at the end. Our condolences are, what does that mean, by the way? Our condolences, what does that mean? I hear it and I'm like, my condolences. It means you're sorry for your loss, something like that. But my condolences, and I won't ask any other questions. I won't say, isn't 42 kind of young? Oh, that's just an invasion of privacy. Isn't it a little bit weird that somebody just dies suddenly at 42? Man, you've got a lot of nerve to ask that, Dave. Okay. So we learned this from the article. She died at 42. She was a soap opera star a little bit for a little while. Her mother is the big star, and then her father, I guess, is a star as well. And not much other than that. And it's not weird that people die at 42 with no reason. And there's a really good chance you'll never find out what happened. That's what we've learned. And we'll still put the condolences out, whether we look, you were going to put the condolences out, whether you knew about why this person died at 42 or not. Why would you take back the condolences? Well, if we find out that, she was partaking in certain substances, which could be one of the causes, since it very suddenly, maybe she had a problem that they're not discussing here, because not much else is known and she lived very private. And so why should we really care all that much? Well, regardless of what caused her death, other people in the world might want to not do something that maybe she did. I mean, if we learn that there is this mystery thing that's going around and killing fairly young people, right? Wouldn't we want to know how to avoid or prevent that from happening? Why is this so difficult for people? Well, it's none of your business. It's just life. It's natural causes. Death is a part of life. Yes, it sure is. At 42, I mean, the life expectancy must be dropping like a meteor. It must be going down faster than the revenue on this channel. And so, all I can tell folks is if you don't care, just go on with your life and whistle past the graveyard and just think to yourself, glad that wasn't me. Great. So we're never going to find out. That was another theme here. She was private. She doesn't talk to people. She did a little bit of acting, and then we don't know what else she did. But we're going to put it out there to the world that she died very suddenly. We did put that out there. So that's why say that then? Say she died and people expected her to die at 42. I don't know what else you would say. I guess you could say unexpected. Notice how they don't say she was very healthy and then all of a sudden she's not here anymore. They don't say that. So we don't know if that's true or not. And there is that one particular thing that hangs over all of this that started in 2021. And nobody's going to put those two things together because you're not even allowed to think about it or talk about it. But here we are. We're here again. Folks, we have to pray, literally pray, that this isn't going to be the fate of many unsuspecting people. We should do that. We should pray that this stops, or that the truth will come out and there will be a way to reverse it. So 42-year-old people won't be dying suddenly. Wouldn't that be a good thing to pray for? Wouldn't that be a way not to invade anyone's privacy and just say, look, I pray that this doesn't keep happening to people. And if there's a way to stop this from happening to other people, maybe we should try to research that and figure that out and put it out there. Notice too how the word suspicious doesn't appear here. This isn't suspicious. This isn't weird to people. This isn't strange. The majority of the sudden and unexpected obituaries that I read are all about the person and not about the why and what. What happened and why did it happen? It's all about their life, which is fine. Celebrate their life, but you can do two things at once here. You can do a little research. This person did X, Y, and Z, and that may have been the cause of death. Maybe you shouldn't do X, Y, and Z. For the rest of us that are still here, and who knows? I mean, this could just wipe everybody out. We don't know. And I'm not being facetious here, because I've heard if people do certain things, that may just kind of be in the air after that. And everybody else who was minding their own business, people who are interacting with people who did X, Y, and Z, those people are now at risk too. Now, I don't know how true that is, but it's a risk. Even if it's like a 5% risk, maybe, they just started a time bomb that is ticking now. And it's going to do its thing, but it's going to go slowly and methodically. It'll take out the people closest to what they did. And then the people who were around those people, who's to say that's not true? Who's to say? I mean, I can speculate about anything here because, again, privacy, nobody knows. 42 isn't weird. I don't know. I think we can do better as a population, as a civilized people, but the word civilized is in question these days. There are cults running around all over the place, more concerned about who their king is going to be. There are cults that are running the planet right now. And if their king isn't elected, then they can't live their lives. The end of the world is near. Yet this is happening. And the king, who they want to reinstall, right? He's the guy who threw the switch. But yet we need to do this again. We need to keep doing it because that's the definition of insanity. And the population at large is bordering on insanity. So I don't know, folks. Protect yourself. Do some homework. Do some research. It is okay. Don't let people tell you not to do your own research. Do as much as you can. Get as smart as you can. Live healthy if you can. And be upset that this is happening to 42-year-old people. And if it's something else, like I always say in every video, if I'm wrong, good. If I'm wrong, good. And then tell me I'm wrong. And then show me the evidence as to why I'm wrong. And I'll say, thank God. I will honestly say, I don't want this to be happening. All right. Some people have come over to this channel because every so often I stray out of my lane and I do a video like this and they thank me because in the entertainment world, especially, we're worried about Taylor Swift and Motley Crue or whatever. It's just shut up. All right. Compared to the end of the planet and civilization, is that important? It's interesting because most of those people are walking around like zombies. They don't care. They've got their millions. And if there is a way to reverse whatever's happening, I'm sure they have access to it. That is, if someone has the guts to tell them what's happening. And if it's not happening, like I said, good. But it seems to be happening. And this is too frequent. This is happening too frequently. I mean, if it was once a week, I could probably find a few of these each week and bring them all to your attention. And again, like I've always said, this person was a C or B list celebrity. Imagine all of the regular people that are just doing menial jobs or ordinary jobs, showing up to work each day. And then one day, oh, What happened to Billy? I don't know. Billy was here yesterday, but he died suddenly. Wow, that's a shame about Billy. Probably not going to make the newspaper, right? Even in his obituary, it's probably going to say Billy lived to age 42, left us some great memories, had a wife and 3 awesome kids, and that'll be the end of that. So a lot of this is going under the radar. Positively, has to be going under the radar. So anyway, folks, maybe somebody out there will investigate at some point why this is happening, and maybe they can put my suspicions to rest, and I can go on and talk about how rock stars are aging rapidly and how the music industry is corrupt and all of that fun stuff that I tend to talk about here on this channel. Thanks for watching. If you want to support my work, you can do it through Patreon. There are links in the description of every video to both how you can become a YouTube member and how you can join Patreon to support this channel. I appreciate whatever you can do, especially on a video like this. The algorithm is not going to be my friend. But I do have a lot of friends over on Patreon, which makes up for the algorithm not being my friend. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. God bless. And don't go to CVS if you can.